Imagine building dynamic real-time web apps with zero front-end JavaScript bundles. That means no React, no Angular, no extra JavaScript overhead weighing down your site. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into HTMX, a game-changing library that lets you build rich interactive web experiences using just HTML attributes instead of front-end JavaScript frameworks. In the HTMX website, it is mentioned that it gives you access to Ajax, CSS transitions, WebSockets, and service and events directly in HTML using attributes. And here is the example how this attributes applied. So here we have a button, and in that button we have two attributes, HX post and HX swap. And here is the description. So the HX post and HX swap attributes on this button tell HTMX, when a user clicks on the button, issue an Ajax request to clicked and replace the entire button with HTML response. Let's click here the examples and let's choose this one, click to edit. Here is more extended example, and in this click to edit, the click to edit button provides a way to offer inline editing of all part of a record without a page refresh. This pattern starts with a UI that shows the detail of the contact. The div has a button that will get the editing UI for the contact from contact one edit. So this contact form we can see here, and the button as well. And also we have that form, and this returns a form that can be used to edit the contact, and the form issues a put back to contact one following the usual RESTful pattern. Let's try to edit it, submit, and let's take a look at the server request. So here we can see the details, parameters, headers, and response. Perfect. I have prepared also my own demo using Node.js and HTMX. That's going to be a task list, and I will guide you through how I have implemented that. That's the demo app I've built, so pretty simple task board with one input and tasks list. So let's try and add some task, to do task. Let's add another task. So you see it appeared here, so we can delete them as well, that functionality as well here. And basically that's it. So now let me walk you through the HTMX workflow, and also I will show you what kind of attributes I have used. And then let's jump into code, and I will explain you step by step how I have built that with Node.js and HTMX. So the first step, HTMX scans for attributes and attaches event listeners. Then user clicks or interacts, HTMX intercepts the event. After that, HTMX sends HTTP request to server, gets HTML back. And finally, HTMX updates the target element and rescans for new attributes. Now let's take a look at the main HTMX attributes, and here we have four core categories. The first one, requests. So here we have HX get, HX post, HX delete. It's for getting, submitting and deleting data. And also we have HX target. This is actually a targeting attribute. And in demo I have prepared, I have used HX post and HX delete. After that we have target and swap attributes, three of them, HX target, HX swap, and HX confirm. I have used all of them in my demo. So HX target points to task list element, HX swap uses inner HTML to replace content, and HX confirm, this is for confirmation dialog which says delete this task. The third one, trigger attributes, both of them used in the demo, HX trigger load event to fetch initial tasks, and HX on, it serves to reset form after submission. The last one, server send events, also both of them used in the demo, HX SSE connects to events endpoint, and swap tasks listen for real-time task updates. Now let's take a look at the code. So here is the structure of the app. So we have views folder with index.html file with the main markup of the app. And also I created server.js file, and it stores all server logic of this Node app. Now let's take a look at the package.json file. So I installed two dependencies. One, it is Express, and another one is Better SQL Lite 3, just to have small DB to store tasks. So at the first step, let's take a look at the index.html file. So here is the main markup of the app. Here you can see that I imported Tailwind CSS, and also we have imported HTMX library. The core part here is these two components. The first one is form and another one is task list. So let's pay attention what kind of attributes we have here. So at the form we have hx post, we have hx target, hx swap, and hx on. So that one is getting triggered when we submit a form, and it calls that endpoint to hand over tasks. The next one here is a target attribute, so which says that once we get the response has to be populated in task list component, and we use ID to link that component. So, and this ID task list we can find here. So basically here our tasks is gonna be populated. After that, we have hx swap, which tells that we need to populate a response HTML in this task list component. And the last one we have hx on, so which means that once form submitted, we need to reset it. Now let's jump to tasks list. Here we have three attributes: hx get, hx trigger, and hx ssc. So hx get means that we need to get tasks from that endpoint. Then we specify hx trigger to load, so it means that once component load, we need to trigger that get request. And the last one, hx sse, means that we are waiting for the live updates of the tasks. Now let's go to the main logic of the Node app, to server.js file. The main part, server.js file. So in the beginning, you can see that we import the dependencies we need for this demo. It's going to be Express, Better SQL Lite 3, and Path. So right after we initialize Express app and assign in the port to it. The third step is going to be to initialize a database using this new instance of database, and here we also provide the name of the file where we store these tasks. And by the way, you can see it is appeared already here because I played around with this app in UI already. Right after database initialization, we have that SQL command which creates a table, and here in the table we will have few columns. It's going to be ID, title, completed, and created at. That part we need just to properly handle the data we sent through our endpoint. Then we define a variable SSE clients just to keep list of subscribers, and after that line we have endpoints here. So let's start from the beginning. And the first one, once user loads the app, we need to send him back that index.html file, the one we have here in views folder. Then we have get endpoint for tasks, and here we have pretty basic logic. So we get tasks from our DB, and then we render them as HTML and send back to client. In that HTML also we have that attributes hx post to toggle the task. Also we specify target and hx swap, and for the button as well we have hx delete action with the task ID, the one we need to delete, and the rest is as well the same: hx target task list, we have hx swap, and we have also confirmation. Then we have addition of the task with a post request, and here we have a DB logic to insert it inside, and then we have as well HTML response to the client. And basically the rest of the endpoints have similar logic. So as you see by the setup, it looks like a typical server-side rendered app, but the main source here is that attributes, HTML attributes, which are provided by HTMX. With that attributes, it's much more easier to perform CRUD operations. To be honest, I have never used HTMX for commercial apps, but playing around with it, I felt pretty convenient. And the learning curve is pretty gentle. In terms of the pros of HTMX, it has fast page loads, no heavy JS frameworks needed, and also it has real-time interactivity straight from HTML. In terms of the cons, it might feel limited comparing to well-developed JS frameworks, and personally I'm not yet sure how to scale big UIs using just HTMX. If you have thoughts on that or you have experience working with HTMX on commercial apps, let me know in the comments. I'm very curious to read your stories. That's it from my side for today. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to not miss next dev insights. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.